Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. It's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them to make.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. This is 2nd and 8. Quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get that. And he lost the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good.
Shotgun snap and again to Carter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At their 48.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Armadillos offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's second and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cardinals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out and out come the Cardinals. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Play fake. Brissett. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watson going to get this one out wide. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 75 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Brissett. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action now. Brissett. Oh, that is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Dances by at the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That's good.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st down, Armadillos.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And an Austin 1st down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
There's a nice move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Austin 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Austin.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Here's 2nd and 3.
17-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
At the 9-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of 2 on the play.
To throw is Brissett. That's a screen play here for Carter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Carter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's a gain of 8.
Throwing. Brissett. Short one here. Caught by McBride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal.
Another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Armadillos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. They go play action here on 1st down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run on the ball. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
And an Austin first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got this down to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
18 on the play. First down, Armadillos.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground to 10. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Walter Nolan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. With some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that. Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team? Looking to put a drive together. Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Armadillos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Brissett now. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
48-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
To throw, Brissett. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well,
this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Brissett. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Armadillos offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down, Austin.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he showed off the athletic Jude. Good little game there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season. The regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our trip through the NFL starts now. In the Windy City, the Bears at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Packers.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Able to slither by. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 2 on the play there. And that'll be good enough for the 1st. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the
Here's Brissett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Now Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Brissett. Short one here, caught by McBride. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he is caught. Oh, he sheds himself free. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Birch in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A give up the middle to Carter. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll go again with Carter. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. They'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Keeps himself upright. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Armadillos.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck it, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Armadillos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Armadillos.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
28-yard line. 1 yard
Throwing. Brissett.
2nd and 9.
Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. This offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Brissett. Pressure comes and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.